You ready?
Yeah. Give anything for her to be there tomorrow, you know.
I know. Come on, they're all waiting.
An Indian? Yeah, but he sleeps at night.
Yeah, that's right, you tell her.
Who's got the front door key?
I have.
Put it in your coat pocket in case you're sick in your handbag again.
Once, that's all it was.
It was horrible though, Cat. My lippy was in there and all.
All right. Hold a grudge, why don't you? Isn't it really lovely, though?
Do I?
Yeah.
Shall we go in and give him a fright?
No, she's not allowed to see him night before the wedding.
Don't you want to see what he's up to?
This is Gary, remember? I think we know what he's up to.
Girls I've ever loved before, I would just like to say, I'm sorry you missed the last chance I've been snapped up. Hey, stick up more like. I'll have you know my Lynn is the dog's watches.
Oh, what? She'd love to be described as that.
Thank you, Aaron. In actual fact, I feel a song coming on. And now, it's the
You go in and check on the other half on your way.
She wouldn't let us.
No, I've told him not to go too mad.
Bet a lot of good that too.
He can be sensible when he wants to be.
Gary, sensible.
Yeah, you just got to know how to handle him, that's all.
How's that then?
Fear. I told him if he's stick over my wedding dress in the morning, I'm going to cut off his conjugal.
That'll make his eyes water.
Izzo, come sit next to me.
Leave a seat for Belle. Where is she then? Well, she said she'll probably miss the meal and come along after.
You know what she's like? Always has to make an entrance.
I can't believe there's another one of you.
Oh, no.
Late sisters reunited, eh? What's she like?
Different.
This is all gibberish to me. What's an aloo gobbing?
It's like a potato finger.
Well, why don't they just say so?
It's an Indian.
Ah, vindaloo. Now, I've heard of that.
That might be a bit hot for you. Oh, let her have what she likes. It's like a really strong curry. You might have to put your loo rolls in the fridge, though, Doc.
Well, I shall hold you lot responsible if it plays havoc with my constitution. My bowels is a mystery to the medical profession.
Oh, don't worry about it, Dot. If you don't like it, we'll get you a bag of chips on the way home.
Can I get you some drinks?
Oh, yeah, we'll have some wine, shall we? And a Coke or something for Zoe.
She can have a drink.
Tell her, Nan. She's all right. All right. Just don't go mad.
Red or white?
Oh, both, I think.
One of each?
4 of each. Let's start as we mean to carry on.
I've always fancied Indian. Mate, it was brilliant, right? Really opened your eyes.
What's it for?
Bottle of whiskey. Proceeds towards a tab.
Go on, bro. Perhaps the old Harry Slater luck will rub off on you.
Yeah, cheers.
This is just like old times, isn't it? You remember, you and me, all suited and booted, out on the raz.
Yeah. Busted a pally, all night posing at the bar, and then moving in on the crumpet for the slow dance at the end.
Me getting lucky and you getting blanked.
I mean, I did all
Only
right.
because I put in a good word for you. Will you dance with my brother because he's a bit shy?
Oh, yeah, and how about all the love letters I had to write for you because you couldn't string 2 words together?
Yeah, all right.
I spent hours doing that.
That's what big brothers are for.
Yeah. I'm going to miss you, you know, when you go back.
Come out and see me. Anytime.
Yeah, all right, I will.
Good on you. Come on, I'll get him in.
All right, son? It's blinding. Well, take it easy, eh? You've got a long day tomorrow.
Yeah, tell me about it.
You're getting cold feet, are you?
No, of course not.
It's the last night of freedom, you know. There's no shame in having second thoughts. Tonight's the night when you have all your doubts, think them through, and then put them to one side. The night before I married my Viv, my old man took me to one side, and he did this for me.
What is it?
That is a button. Now, if you press that, Lynn will disappear. She won't be hurt, and she won't think badly, but she just won't be there anymore. The question is, would you press that or not? And if you would, then marrying her is the biggest mistake you'll ever make.
many men does it take to change a light bulb? I don't know. 1. Each solds it up to the socket and waits for the world to revolve round him.
Here, I've got one. Why did God give men millions of sperm and women only 1 egg?
Oh, no.
Because he knew they'd never stop and ask for directions.
I don't understand that.
Oh, don't worry, darling.
Go on, Di, it's your turn.
No, I can't tell jokes.
Oh, come on.
Well, there were one that the vicar told me a couple of weeks ago.
It's going to be a barrel of laughs, isn't it?
Take the notice, Doc. We're all ears.
Well, there was this man what went to a party, only it was a fancy dress party, so he went with a naked lady on his back. Well, when he got there, this woman whose party it was, she said to him, "What you come as?" And he said, "A snail." And she said, "I don't understand that. Why you got a naked lady on your back?" And he said, "That ain't a naked lady, that's Michelle."
Would you press it?
Let's get rid of Lisa. No.
She wouldn't be hurt or nothing.
I'm not with her to keep her happy, I'm with her to keep myself happy. What about you?
Honestly?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really know. I mean, I love her and that, but it's like when you're married, you're not your own man anymore, are you?
No?
Nah, well, it's bad enough being engaged. You take the other week, she got me right raving up over something really stupid.
What?
She found a tiny bit of lipstick on my shirt and accused me of playing away.
Had you?
Well, I had a kiss and a cuddle, yeah, but that's not the point. The point is the bird I was with had pink lipstick, where the stuff that Lynn found was red.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so wherever the red stuff come from, it must have been innocent.
Because your bird had pink lipstick.
Exactly, but would she listen? Started throwing things around, saying she knew I'd been seeing someone else.
Which you had?
Yeah, but not the bird with the red lipstick like she was saying.
So technically you were innocent, yeah?
Yeah.
So, if it had been pink lipstick instead of red, you'd have held your hands up?
Well, no, that'd be stupid, wouldn't it?
Oh, would it?
Yeah, of course. The most important thing to remember where women are concerned is life until death.
All I want from the bloke is honesty.
Oh, exactly. You'll be lucky.
No, my Gary tells me the truth. What about the important things?
I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him.
Yeah, but then you don't trust any bloke, do you?
Too right. Can't go through life like that, Kat. I mean, I've had my fair share of wrong-uns, but you can't tar them all with the same brush. I can.
No, my Gary's all right. He'll be even better when I've trained him up.
I thought you'd have done that by now.
I needed a few things first. Like an engagement ring.
I hope you'll be very happy.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Perhaps the expert. How many husbands you had now, babe?
You. Is that your own or other people's?
All right, ladies, keep it clean.
I don't think I'd bother getting married again if anything happened to Barry. Why not? Just getting to know him again, all those funny little habits.
Yeah, the first 2 weeks are the best and it all goes pear-shaped.
No, I hate those first few dates when you don't know anything about each other.
Exciting though, isn't it?
Oh, I hate them butterflies in your stomach when you're getting ready.
Yeah, and you don't know what to wear because they don't know where they're going to take you.
What, so you'd rather have an old pair of slippers and a new pair of shoes?
At least you know where you are with your slippers.
Yeah, old before your time.
I still think it's better when she's got to know him. It's like, you know how Barry sticks his neck out all the time? He used to really bug me at first, but now I get worried if he doesn't do it.
I've noticed he does that.
I think she's still boy, doesn't he?
Tries that Gary keeps looking behind him. Hey? Here he looks behind him like he's expecting something.
Guilty conscience, that is.
It's really annoying though when you're talking to him.
You should tell him.
Oh no, I couldn't do that.
No, Mark's like that. He's too nice to say what's on his mind. He can be on his stool, right, listening to the most boring person in the world droning on at him, and he just stands there listening, smiling at him. When I know all he really wants to do is tell him to get lost. I know, he's like...
Well, all blokes have their little foibles.
Little what?
Foibles. Blimey, I've never heard him called that before.
You take my Roy. Whenever he's had too much to drink and he's feeling a bit frisky, he does this thing.
What thing?
He plays with his tongue.
He plays with it? Very Freudian.
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Oh, so that's how you know when he's up for it? He plays with his child?
He never fails.
What if he ain't wearing one?
Oh, if he takes it off, you're in dead trouble.
I shall never be able to look him in the face again.
You'll be all right, Doc. As long as he don't take his tie off.
Oh, blokes, where would we be without them?
Can't live with them, can't live without them.
All I know is that my Gary loves me and he wants to spend the rest of his life with me. That's all that matters.
Belle's got to. With a bit of luck, she's lost the address.
Oh, don't say that.
Do you think I should give her a call on the mobile?
She'll turn up.
How's your curry, Dot?
Not as bad as I thought, Sharon. Mind you, what it's doing to my digestive system don't bear thinking about.
You all right? Yeah. Oh, I just can't believe how grown up you are.
It's nice to go out and you lot ask for the children's menu.
You know, I'm really proud of you, Zoe.
Not going to do that thing again, are we? What thing? You have a skinful and start calling me a little baby.
I don't do that.
Yes, you do.
Well, you are my little baby.
See?
Don't you like me being nice to you or something?
Don't really go all soppy, no.
I'm not being soppy.
What's going on?
It's her. She's slobbering all over me again.
I'll get stuff, Zoe. You know, sometimes you can have a real attitude problem.
I have.
Do you two mind?
She started it.
Why are you being so horrible?
It's the way you talk to me like I'm a kid.
Oh, get lost.
So, is this sister of yours coming or what?
She older or younger than you, your sister?
Oh, she's younger, yeah, between Cat and Little Mo.
Pretty?
You like that sort of thing?
Well, how come we ain't seen her before then? She lives in Canterbury.
Oh, that's nice.
Can't wait. You won't have to.
Is this a private party or can anyone join in?
Every bloke wants to marry the perfect woman. That is why we spend so much time window shopping.
So what is the perfect woman?
Now there's a question. First, decent legs.
Hang on. Let's get this down, shall we? Ready? Okay, decent legs.
Preferably so.
Not too skinny either. You need something to get hold of.
Definitely.
Nice personality.
What's the matter with you?
Big boobs?
I don't mind small ones myself.
Yeah, it's not all about looks, though, is it?
Of course not. They've got to be able to cook.
Exactly.
Hang on. Don't you think this is all a little bit shallow, gentlemen?
Oh, here we go.
No, come on. No, what about love? Companionship. Respect. Robbie gets all that off well on. A conversation then. Not for me, no. The less they talk, the better for me.
I can't stand a nagging woman either.
Behind every successful man, there's always a woman telling him where he's gone wrong.
Yeah. You're a wise man, Harold.
Yeah, so what have we got now?
We have got nice legs, big boobs, cooks who don't talk much.
Nice eyes. Indian women have lovely eyes.
They got to be intelligent. Yeah, not so intelligent though.
And rich, definitely rich. Small feet.
What? I cannot abide a bird with big feet.
What we got now, Baz?
We got nice legs, big boobs, cooks, don't talk much, little bit intelligent, rich, nice eyes, small feet.
That's it then, sorted.
Next question is, where do you find her?
Whose round is it? It's on the tab. Trace, same again all round, yeah?
It's all gone a bit quiet.
Horizontal, was that it?
Yeah, it's a shame, he nearly made it to 10 this time.
And Trace, feed the jukebox fabler.
I've just had a thought.
What?
I'm going to be getting married in 12 and a quarter hours. I'll be an husband.
Yeah.
Mrs. Hobbs.
No, you'll still be a mister.
No, it's all about Lynn.
You better take care of her.
I'll stand on me, Chad.
I'll do more than that if you mess her about.
I'm a one-woman man, Chad.
Gary? Well, I don't get back as often as I'd like, but I have a very active social life, you see. Don't fit in the back of a minicab then, dear Bill. I think you're more familiar with the backseat of cars than I am, Kathleen. Actually, I've recently taken up golf.
Golf?
Honestly, Lynn, you'll have to try it. It's phenomenal. Neville says he does more business on the golf course than he does at the office.
What does your husband do?
He's in property. He's an estate agent. Actually, he runs the commercial section. Lets, office space, industrial properties, that sort of thing. But business is phenomenal at the moment, which is why he couldn't make it tomorrow. Here, Belle, you still got that sports car? Actually, I've just upgraded to the new Jack.
Phenom, is it?
Aircon, multi-disc CD player, satellite navigation.
Wow, I bet it's fast.
Oh, goes like a train. Which makes the cat emblem on the front seem rather apt.
Yeah, well, bet your dad will be dead chuffed to see all you girls together.
Last time there was a puncher.
I like your hair, Bill.
Oh, Louis Deboo. My hairstylist. To be honest, I wouldn't let anyone else touch it.
Oh, it's a lovely colour.
Old Bottle, was it? He's been Kent's hairstylist of the year 3 years running.
Oh, well, you should have brought him with you. Could have done my hair tomorrow.
Sorry, sweetie. He's got a 4-month waiting list. So how is Gary?
Oh, just the same.
Never mind. Still, better than being left on the shelf, eh? Could you Pass me the water, Dorothy.
Sparking out in a minute. It's horrible to her. I can't stand people pretend to be something they're not. Coming here with her airs and grace thinking she's better than us. Well, she ain't.
Don't let her wind you up.
She's still on the wagon.
No, it looks like it. She's drinking water. Heck, no.
I know. Why don't we all have some cocktails, get us warmed up a bit?
Yeah. Not for me, thank you, Kathleen.
It's all right, sis. They do non-alcoholic ones.
Oh, yeah, you can get all sorts now.
Well, that'd be all right, I suppose.
Here, do you do cocktails?
Yes.
Right, we'll start off with Black Russians all round.
What's a Black Russian when it's at home?
Oh, you'll love it, Doc. Put hairs on your chest. And do you know what a style of partner is?
Oh, yes.
One of them and all.
Is that for me?
Yeah, it's like all different fruit juices.
Style of partner?
Yeah. Do them, and you lose the power of speech. Let's just shut her up a bit.
All right. You're absolutely superb. You haven't got a 10p, have you?
I might have.
My mum told me to phone you if ever I fell in love.
Down, boy.
No, seriously, watching you do your stuff there, it gave me an idea.
I bet it did.
Yeah, so why don't me and you just nip off outside for a bit?
I thought you were getting married tomorrow.
I am. I could drop you off on the way.
I don't think so. But you can do me a favour.
Oh, what is that?
Wish your new wife good luck for me. I've got a feeling she's going to need it.
Please tell me you were not on the pool the night before you went.
Just having a chat, that's all.
Don't you think Lynn deserves a bit more respect?
What, you, her dad?
No, but he is. And he's looking daggers at him.
Looks like your Lynn's got her hands all there. I'll break both his legs if he messes her about. There'll probably be a queue led by Mo, then the girls.
It's true. They do look after each other.
Yeah, they're good, your kids, all of them.
Yeah. I worry about Kat sometimes.
Kat? What?
Well, she seems the only one who can't settle down.
Well, give her time. I mean, losing her mum probably hit her bad.
I don't think it's as simple as that.
Why?
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
There's something I don't know about.
No. Like I said, it doesn't matter. Have another drink.
I don't remember having women like that when I was at school.
I'm surprised you can remember that far back.
Yes, well, the old memory might not be what it was, son, but she would definitely have rung a few bells.
Shouldn't have been looking, Jim, not at your age.
There's many a good tune played on an old fiddle, son, you mark my words.
Even if it has got a few strings missing.
And the bow's a bit bent.
Yeah, everything's in perfect working order,
You
thank
just
you.
can't remember where it is.
Brother, you want to make sure Dot doesn't hear about your ugly strippers?
Yeah, well, she don't need to know, does she? Unless one of you lot grasses me up.
Oh, would we? Well, being a dog ASM, would you, Jim?
Dorothy does not appreciate the finer points and etiquette of the all-male environment.
No woman has ever understood the pleasures of a drink with a lad. Because they do not know how to enjoy themselves.
Here, here, to that.
What do you want to fill your lips for, Dot, eh?
What was they called? Black Mambas?
Black Russians, Dot.
No wonder they're so miserable. Russians.
What's she talking about?
And they got eyebrows. They've all got eyebrows under their hairy fat.
I think she means furry hats.
I know what I mean.
Oh, don't get stroppy.
And I mean what I say.
Don't give her any more drink for God's sake.
You all right, Belle?
Yes, thank you.
Is there anything else you want? Pancakes? cakes and maple syrup.
I can have a little dance and Irish jig or something.
That reminds me, I must get a new rug for my...
Sort your head out, you dozy can!
What's he up to? He's pondering his future. A bit late for that, isn't it? We'll see. Tell you what, I'll be the happiest man alive when I see Peggy coming down the aisle. She's a nice lady. You should do right by her. I will. See that you do.
Ladies and gentlemen, get your tickets ready, please. You all ready? Ready. The winner is 23. I got it
So what boring git he is. All he ever talks about is work. You know the last time he took me out? His mother's birthday in March. 3 hours listening to her breaking wind.
Oh, at least you got your new Jag.
Second hand. It makes a funny noise when you're reversing.
I thought you was really happy.
You should have a couple of kids. They keep you occupied.
Well, unless they change the rules, we'd have to have sex first.
Bill, you mean that you don't...
Nah, not for months. That's why I bought the wig. I caught him drooling over Baby Spice on the telly. I thought he might fancy a change, you know. Blonde had more fun and all that.
Did it work?
He said I look like Margaret Thatcher.
That's enough to put anyone off.
No, it really turned him on. After he said that, you know, I just couldn't. They're all the same. If you've got any sense, sis, you'll think twice about turning up at church tomorrow.
No way.
Come on. Who round this table can say they found married bliss? Found a prince on the white horse? And how many of us just make the best of what we got?
Well, you may be living a lie, Belle, but I'm not.
So you really think your Gary's a perfect man, do you?
No. I'm not blind or stupid. I know what he is. And I know that you lot might not think he's the best catch in the world, but you don't know him. And I'm not just making do. I really do love him, warts and all. What's more important, I know he really loves me.
I hope you're right.
I am.
There's no point in asking you, I suppose, the secret to a successful marriage.
The only thing I've worked out is that you can't win whatever you do. I mean, the things they like about it in the first place, the things that drive them mad 6 months later. Right? Take your Lynn. Did she fall in love with you because you're a goody-goody two-shoes who don't like to drink romance?
No.
Exactly. But that's what she's going to want you to be from tomorrow. And then as soon as she's turned you into a pillar of society, she'll run off with some jack like that, won't she?
You reckon?
I know so, mate. You know their trouble? They're treated like children.
Yeah, dead right, mate. What do you reckon? Handlebar or Adolf?
Handlebar, definitely.
Right, you have to spin the bottle, and whenever it points to, has to tell us a secret or do a forfeit.
Oh, I'm game.
Yeah, we've heard.
Come on, Doc.
What are we doing?
Whoever the bottle points at has to tell a secret.
Oh, I don't think I got any.
Of course you have, Doc.
Right, you ready? Here we go.
So if I had a button and all I had to do was press it and Lynn would disappear, do you think I should press it?
That depends.
On
whether you can visualise your life without her in it.
Ever since then, I've always carried a pencil in my bag. Look.
You have it. Right, who's next?
Doc.
No.
Oh, come on, otherwise you have to do a forfeit.
Come on, Doc, get them skeletons out.
Well, there was something.
This I've got over here.
Oh, it was 1953. And in Llandudno. I was staying with my Auntie Gwen on account of she'd had pneumonia and she'd just come out of hospital. Well, strictly speaking, you know, she weren't my aunt. But I stayed with her when I was little, when I was evacuated during the war. And that's what I called her. Auntie Gwen. I remember she's still got the bunting up from the coronation, strung between two upper windows. Anyway, I met this boy.
Ooh, Doc.
No, I vaguely knew him, you know, because when we was little, he was one of the village boys, and he was one of the ones what used to tease us, you know, about our accent. I don't know why I'm telling you all this.
Oh, come on, Dot, you can't stop now.
Well, I was courting my Charlie at the time. And I went out with him for a whole day. November the 9th. I remember the day, because it was the day what Dylan Thomas died. And it was all over the news. There was a terrible downpour and we had to run for cover into a church hall and it were locked up. But Joseph, that was his name, he got in through the side door. And we were stuck there for 3 hours, you know, just listening to the rain beating down on the tin roof. And, well, I don't know really how it happened, but we was wet and we was cold and we kind of cuddled up to each other and, well, one thing led to another. And, well, I expect you can all guess what happened.
You didn't, Dot.
I'm afraid I did. I kissed him.
Dorothy Cotton, you're a bit of a dark horse.
Well, I am. No, it ain't much, you know, this day and age, but it's haunted me ever since because of my Charlie waiting back home.
So what happened to this Joseph?
Oh, well, we arranged to meet on the seafront the next day just before I went home. And I remember waiting for him. And I had a radio nearby. And they was playing the poems of Dylan Thomas over and over. Under the mile-high moon, we trembled, listening to the sea sound, flowing like blood from a loud wound. And the salt sheet, when it broke, like a storm singing. And the voices of all the drowned swam on the wind. Never turned up.
So you never saw him again?
I cried all the way home on the train. It was really, but I hardly knew him.
That's really sad.
I often think about him. I married my Charlie the next year, and I mean, life goes on, doesn't it?
That's beautiful, that is, Dorothy. I'm used to say never make too many plans. Your whole life can turn on a sixpence.
Take a little while to think about.
Yeah, right.
No, it's true. Most of her dirty laundry's already been out in public.
Yeah.
I've got one.
Go on then, Zoe.
Go on.
I was going to tell everyone tomorrow, but I might as well do it now. You're too young to have a secret.
Yeah.
Shows what you know, doesn't it? Let's hear it then. I'm leaving.
Oh, no.
What? I'm leaving. Walford. Well, England. Uncle Harry's asked me to go and work in his pub in Spain, and I said yes.
You are joking.
No.
Did you know about this, Peggy?
Used to me.
A great experience, that.
Yeah. No, it won't. Because she ain't going.
Leave it, Kat.
It's up to Dad, not you.
Talk about it later, eh? You can talk all you like. She ain't going.
You don't rule my life.
Look, just shut up and sit down, Zoe.
No, you're always doing this to me and I ain't having it.
Stop it, the parents.
What's it got to do with you anyway? It's got everything to do with me.
Kat.
All right, I'll go and have that now.
You ain't going anywhere.
Watch me.
Kat, leave it.
No, please, Kat.
Oh, no, leave them, Nan, leave them.
Zoe, come here.
No, I'm better you picking on me all the time.
I'm not picking on you.
Embarrassing me in front of everyone. Just listen to me, will you? I'm going. There ain't nothing you can do about it.
Do you want to bet? We go and our stand together, shall we? See who listens to.
Why don't you just leave me alone?
Because you're not going.
Yes, I am. Get away from me. No, you don't rule my life. You're not going to Spain, and that's that. Why not? Because I said so, all right? And I have to do everything you say, do I? No, you can't tell me what to do. You ain't my mother. Yes, I am. What did you say? Nothing. It don't matter. I want to know what you meant. No, you don't, so. Where are you going? Just go back to the party. Not until you told me why you said that. Cat! 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 Well, what? You can't say something like that and just run off. Let's not do this, ain't so? Do what exactly? Look, I was joking. Where's your sense of humour? I don't believe you.
Oh, you shouldn't take things so seriously.
It wasn't a joke. You were angry. Look, why don't we go back to the party, yeah? And we could tell Belinda about when we went to Brighton and we trashed that bloke's flat. I said you were my mother. It's not it. Please. Leave it, though. It doesn't matter. It matters to me. Is it true? Finish what you were saying! I can't. Why not? I don't know where to start. How about the bit where you said you're my mum? Cat, please. Just tell me the truth. Tell me. Is it true? Are you my mum? You're a liar! Zoe! 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 Zoe, open the door, please! Zoe! I'm so sorry. No. You ain't my mum! I can tell you what happened if you want. I was 13. I didn't know what was happening to me at first. I knew I felt funny, and I just ignored it. I was nearly 4 months gone before I realised I was pregnant. I've never been so scared in all my life. I thought if I ignored it, it might go away. Pretended it wasn't happening. Then I started getting bigger. Couldn't do the zips up on my skirt. Had to start using safety pins. Baggy jumpers, padded coats. PE was a nightmare. I didn't know where to go or who to talk to. And it seemed every night when Lynn was going out, Dad was telling her to be careful with the boys and not get in trouble. And there was me, sitting next to him, 4 months pregnant. Do you know that fear? It's like an electric shock. When you can't breathe properly. And your heart is pounding so hard you think everyone in the room can hear it. So, I didn't really have any mates. Not that I could tell something like this to anyway. So I decided to run away. It was the only thing I could think of doing. See, I was getting bigger, see. It was only a matter of time before people started noticing. I don't think I ever felt so alone. Not lonely, because I was surrounded by people, but on my own, you know? So I couldn't have a conversation with anyone without thinking, if only you knew, and what they'd say if they did. So one night I nicked 20 quid out of Dad's money bag. Packed everything that still fit me in a bag and waited. I don't think I'll ever forget that night. What I thought was going to be my last night. I sat on the settee with my feet curled underneath me, watching everyone. Little Ma and Belinda fighting over something in the corner. Dad telling him to shush while he was trying to watch telly. And Lynn sitting by Mum's chair, rubbing her feet. And then Nan coming in with fish and chips. Everyone arguing over who ordered what. And then us sitting there eating them out the paper. And that warm feeling you get in your lap from the chips. Oh, it was the best place to be in the world, and I was leaving. So I went to bed. Didn't bother getting undressed, there was no point, was there? Just pulled the covers over me and waited. And listened as everyone went to bed one by one. I remembered muffled voices coming from Mum and Dad's room. I couldn't make out what they were saying. But I remember Mum laughing. Remember that laugh? Owl house laugh, Grandad used to call it. And then she stopped. And it all went quiet. We was on our own then. Just you and me. Did you go? I waited another hour, just to make sure everyone was asleep. And then I went downstairs. I had the door half open when Mum come out and caught me. She was in the kitchen. She went downstairs to get a glass of milk because her stomach was playing her up again. And there was me, bag in hand, halfway out the door. Anyway, it all come out. All the weeks of worrying. All washed away by Mum spitting on her hanky. I was still scared. But at least I wasn't on my own anymore. Anyway, the next day, Belinda and little Mo were packed off somewhere. But the worst part of it all was the look on Dad's face when Mum told him. I thought he'd hit the roof, but he didn't. He just looked at me with contempt. Do you know what he said? He said he was disappointed in me. 13 years old, and I hadn't lived up to his expectations. I'll never forget that look. I just wanted to be dead. I didn't want to be here anymore. Nothing he said or did after that took that feeling away. He hated me. He hated me, and it wasn't my fault. Oh, so... It's okay. nightmare come true. It would be nice if you said something. I can't. Tell me the rest of it. There's nothing much more to tell. There must be. Oh, they took me out of school. Seemed I spent my whole life sitting on the stairs, listening to people in the front room arguing about what to do with me. Sometimes they wouldn't shut the door properly and I could see them through the little gap. My life being decided for a letterbox. Mum would be sitting in the gap crying. Dad would appear and sit next to her and start cuddling her. Then he'd disappear, and then Nan would come into the gap. But no one ever asked me what I wanted. What did you want? I wanted Mum and Dad to talk to me, to tell me what to do. Did you want to keep me? I didn't have a choice. Nan said I was too far gone to have an abortion. I'm sorry that didn't come out right. It sounded clear enough to me. Didn't even want me. That isn't what I said. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. I was too far gone. I didn't have the choice. But you talked about it. No, they talked. I just listened. Mum, Dad, Nan. They all talked about you having an abortion. They talked about it, yes. So they didn't want me either. You're twisting what I'm saying. Well, then you explain it to me then. Because right now, I ain't feeling exactly wanted. Having an abortion was never an option. So when it was talked about, they just ruled it out. Because you wanted me. Because it was too late. I told you. I didn't have the choice. What if it weren't too late? Would you have wanted to keep me then? I don't know. Oh, thanks very much. 13 years old. Old enough to get pregnant. You don't get this, do you? This wasn't about you. You didn't have a name then. You wasn't even a person. You were just a thing growing inside me. A thing. Yes, a thing that was making everyone hate me. And keeping me on the wrong side of a closed door listening to Mum crying. You want me to feel sorry for you? No. All that happened because of something you did, not me. I know that. Then stop talking about it like none of it was your fault. Like you had some terrible disease or something. The reason those things were happening to you is because you did what you always do and let blokes use you. It wasn't like that. What was it then? Were you raped? He was older than me. That's not what I asked you. You don't understand. Either you were raped or you weren't. Did he put his hand over me mouth and hold me down? No. Did I tell him to stop and scream for help? No. But was I raped? I was 13 years old. What do you think? If you didn't want it to happen, why didn't you stop him? Don't you think I've lived with that all my life since? Don't you think I've asked myself the same question every night? And well, there's only one answer, isn't there? I must be the slapper everyone says I am. Good old cat. Like, laugh, isn't she? Always up for it and all. No one does it like me, Hazo. You said it. No. Everyone else said it, so it must be true. If it had been me, I'd have tried to stop it. You haven't been scared, so. You haven't been so scared you open your mouth to scream and nothing comes out. When you see something so horrible, all you can do is turn your head away and pretend it ain't happening. Don't you tell me what I should have done. You wasn't there. This is pretty horrible for me, you know. Finding out everything I ever thought I was. Everything I've done is a lie. None of it means anything anymore. You can mean whatever you want it to. Yeah? What? Like this photo of Mum? Only it ain't my mum, is it? I shouldn't even be here. The only reason I am is because it was too late for you to have an abortion. No. Your words, Kat. I just wanted you to know what it was like for me. Help you understand how we got here. When were you going to tell me? Or when you going to bother? Yeah. When? Dunno. Your 18th. Great present that would have been. What do you want from me? Exactly what I got. Nothing. happens now? You start helping me with my homework, coming to parents' evening. Why are you doing this? You just told me my whole life's been a lie. How exactly do you want me to talk to you? You can at least try and understand. You had a quick bunk up behind the pike sheds and left it too late to have an abortion, so you gave me away. I didn't give you away. Then how come I'm not calling you Mum? Because they wouldn't let me. Who wouldn't? Mum and Dad. Everybody. They made the decision for me. Mum took me away to Aunt Vi's. I stayed there until you were born, and you just went along with it. What else could I do? It wasn't my decision, any of it. And you didn't feel anything for me. What was it you called me? A thing? Oh, but you're not even listening. Come on. I'm interested. Oh, what's the point? Nasty habit you've got. What? Turning your back on me. I don't know what else to say to you. What about me being this thing that you wanted to get rid of? All right. That's exactly what you were. Do you want the truth, so? The truth is, if I could have cut you out myself, I would have done. I felt nothing for you. In fact, I hated you. This thing growing inside of me, stealing my life. Is that what you want to hear? No! 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 Ah! 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 What I said in there was true. But it wasn't always like that. And if you don't believe anything else, you have to believe that. I remember the day it changed. I was lying in the bath and you moved. I saw something poke out like an elbow or something. Just for a second, then it disappeared. From that second, you stopped being a thing. And he was my baby. And from that second to this, I've loved you more than anything else in this world. I even went and asked Mum if I could keep you. She said that everyone had worked so hard to sort things out and I wasn't to ruin anything. She said I could pick your name, but that was to be an end to it. They gave up. I never gave up. They took you away from me and I didn't know how to stop them. But at least I know that I'd see you every day and love you. If not as a mum, then as a sister. Shows you what an idiot I am. It's turned into a nightmare. I had to listen to everyone telling Mum how lucky she was to have such a beautiful baby. And all the time I wanted to scream at them that you were mine and it was me they should be talking to. But I couldn't. So more often than not, I had to leave the room. Everyone called me a stroppy cow and ignored me. Back on the stairs again. What about when I was older? Why didn't you tell me then? How would it have helped for you to know? At least I would have known who I am. You're still the same person. Nothing changes that. I thought my mum was dead. I know. Why didn't you tell me then, when she died? I thought about it. But Dad said you were still too young. So instead you waited a couple of years and spit it at me in the middle of the street. I know. I didn't mean that to happen. Because I was doing something you didn't agree with. Partly to do with that, yeah. It's late to be playing mum, isn't it? I've always been your mum, whether you knew it or not. You're bleeding. Oh, it don't matter. Yes, it does. Come here. I made a real mess of it, haven't I?
Pretty much. Still, I feel better now that you know. Wish I did. You might do one day. Who else knows? Dad, Lynn, Nan, Linda and little Mo are too young. I can't believe you, my mum. Weren't they keen on you as a sister? Can't blame you for that. You're all so bossy. Now you know why. We can get over this, though. I know we can. Can we? If you want to. Don't know what I want. Can I ask you something? Yeah, of course you can. What happened when I was born? Did you keep me for a little while? Well, they took me to the hospital. Mum said I was to have a room on my own, because I'd be more comfortable. I knew it was because she was ashamed. The birth was like a dream, like it was happening to someone else and I was just watching. Afterwards, I went out to phone Dad. And the nurses came in. And they wrapped you in this blue sheet thing. And they gave you to me to hold. I started crying. Soppy cow. How ugly was I? You were the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. They wrapped you up so tightly. All I could see was your little face looking up at me. With the biggest, bluest eyes. And a little tuft of jet black hair poking out the top. You were perfect. I'd never been proud of anything before. But I was then. I wanted the whole world to see you. To show them what I'd done. Tell them you were mine. My little girl. And I felt perfect and all. Clean. And then Mum come in and took you off me. She started walking around the room with you, telling you all the things she was going to do for you. How she was going to look after you. All the things I should have been saying. And then Dad come in and I felt dirty again. He hardly looked at me. I had to lay there watching them fussing over you. And all the time I wanted to scream at them to give you back. I couldn't. Because Dad would give me that look again to say how disappointed he was with me. And why I wasn't like the others. So I didn't. When he left, I asked Mum if I could hold you. Do you know what she said? Best not. Best not. If only I could have held you. Just for a few more minutes. Oh. 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 Things were never the same after that. Birthdays, Christmas, first day at school. Always in the background. Always with that same anger I had the day you were born. Always wanting to say something. But best not. I remember sometimes you coming from school upset over something. You'd run straight past me to Mum. Sorry. It wasn't your fault. I used to nick you sometimes, though. What? I used to take you to the park. Just you and me. Oh, it was brilliant. I remember one day, you couldn't have been more than 3. We was making daisy chains. And you wanted to play a game where I pretended to be the mum. You even called me Mummy. I don't think I've ever been that happy. Sorry, I... It doesn't matter. What do you think Dad will say when you find out I know? I don't know. You and him are all right now, though, aren't you? Yeah. It's been better since Mum died. You always said you wouldn't mind him of her. Yeah. You did make up, though, after I was born. Stayed out of each other's way, really. I went a bit wild. After he found out I was pregnant, he just put me down as a slapper. Didn't want to disappoint him again, did I? What? You ain't told me who my dad is. What? My dad. Don't worry about him. What do you mean don't worry about him? I want to know who he was. He didn't even know I was pregnant. What's his name? I can't remember. You can't remember? It was a long time ago. I don't believe he got pregnant. Don't even know who the dad was. You said he was older. I didn't say I didn't know who he was. I said I couldn't remember his name. Look, I'm fancy a drink. Do you want one? Would you help me find him? My dad. One day. Promise. I mean, I don't know if I want to speak to him or anything, but I'd like to know who he is. One thing at a time, yeah? Yeah. So what happens now? It's up to you. I need time to think. Of course you do. It's probably a good job I'm going away. It'll be easier to get me head together. What? In Spain. You can't go, though. But there's even more reason for me to go now. I'll have time to myself to work things out. No. Why not? You just can't. It's perfect. No, it isn't. I'll be safe. Harry's going to look after me. Look, you're not going to Spain, and that's the end of it. Drop it. Why are you being like this? This ain't up to you. You can't stop being a mum and laying down the law just like that. If Dad says it's all right, what's the problem? Dad don't understand. Understand what? Nothing. You're just not going, and that's that. I'm old enough to do what I want, and you ain't going to stop me. Zoe! 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 Get off me! What's the matter with you? You're not going. Not with him. Who? Uncle Harry? Cat? Tell me. It wasn't my fault. What was? He told me I was his special girl. Who? Dad kept asking me, who is it? His face. He hated me. He kept on, who is it? What he was going to do to him. I wanted to tell him so badly, but I couldn't. Why? Because it was his brother. It was Harry.
They've been gone a long time. You ought to go and find them.
Oh, believe me, you don't want to get in the middle of them two when they're at it, does she, Nan?
He's here. How could you be under the same roof as him if he did that? What choice have I got? How can I explain to people why I don't want him here? I'm doing all this for Dad. The rest of the time I just stay out of his way. He walks into a room, I walk out. That's how I'll survive. I can't believe you just slept with him. I didn't sleep with him. He came in my room and violated me. I loved him so much. I had done since I was little. He used to take me everywhere with him. Harry's little shadow, Dad used to call me. It was always so flash. Big car, money, making everyone laugh. He was different then. I suppose I had a crush on him. I used to be cuddling him all the time. Never used to think anything of it. He told me I was special and I believed it. Started off just touching. I didn't know what to do. He made it feel normal. But I knew it wasn't.
If he did what you said, why didn't you tell anyone?
He said it was our little secret. And that no one would understand and everyone would think I was bad. And then one day, he came into my room. Everyone was out, I don't know where they were. He kept saying he's going to be alright. That he loved me. I just laid there, terrified. I mean, when he finished, he cried. The next day, he just carried on like nothing had happened, making everyone laugh. Good old Harry. After a couple of weeks, he tried to do it again to me. But I knew it was wrong. I knew that if I let him do it again, it would never stop. So I told Mum I had to.
What did she say?
She was washing up, and I told her that he'd been touching me, and he kept coming into my room. She got angry with me. She said I was imagining things, and I just stopped lying like I always do. And I was never to talk about it again. And then what would happen if I let Dad hear them things? I didn't have to tell him anyway, because 2 weeks later he left for Spain. Next time I saw him I was 18, he come back for Aunt Vi's funeral. Acted like nothing had happened. He looked at me though. For the first time I could see he was frightened. I catch him looking at me sometimes now and I still get them feelings again.
He's my dad. Where are you going? I'm going to ask him myself. No! No!
Get your legs in, boy.
Time for Billy Boys. That's it.
Get up, mate! Get up, mate! Stop it!
What's all that about?
I know, we'll be the one wearing the trousers, my son. You make no mistake about that. You have to start as you mean to go on. If Lynn wants to go out to work, that's fine by me, as long as my dinner's ready when I get in.
You can't say fairer than that.
Exactly. Baking. Women should bake cakes.
Lynn knows all about it.
I'm sorry, Chase, but when she's business on, she'll do as she's told.
Right, too.
A woman's place is on the phone. I didn't mean to say that, did I?
I think you meant in the home.
Yeah, I know, but that's only when they're working for the king.
Charles, I thought you all girls were going for an Indian.
Yeah, they were, why?
I just seen your youngest having a run on the doorstep.
Who with?
Cathy.
Go over and have a look. Do you want me to come with me? No, you wait here and I won't be long. And I'm going to take this with me, so I'll make sure there's some left when I come back.
Oh, that's so horrible! Nothing else matters anymore, so as long as you and me are all right. So just let him carry on drinking over there, laughing at Dad behind his back. It's not about him anymore. How can you say that? It's true. No, it ain't! Yes! No, I have to live with it, and so do you. Just let him get away with what he did to you. What's the alternative? We tell Dad. Have you any idea what that'd do to him? It's time everybody stopped lying to each other. But you realise the damage it would do. How can things be any worse than they are? I don't know what you're saying. Tell Dad the truth. No. If you don't, I will. Sorry, I can't. You might be my mum, but you can't tell me what to do!
What the hell's going on?
So what's next, girls?
We can find a club pack, can't we?
Yeah.
We gotta get her in a cab first. I love you, Nan. You grabby old cat. You wash your lip.
We could always gate crash the Vic and see what that lot are up to. See if I've still got a pub left.
Oh, no, that's bad luck, isn't it?
But it will be if he's got a stripper in there.
It wouldn't hurt for 5 minutes. Go on.
Have you lost your mind?
I couldn't help it.
That's no way to tell the girl something like that, squabbling in the streets.
It wasn't like that.
Well, it sounds like that to me.
And the rest of it. No, Zoe.
The rest of what?
Nothing, Dad. She's just upset. Just ignore her. He's got a right to know what happened. Zoe, don't do this.
Somebody tell me what's going on.
Zoe, please. No more lies. Tell him. No.
Tell me what?
Who's my real daddy, Zoe?
Some kid from school, that's what you said.
She lied.
Cat?
Tell him. I can't. You can't let him get away with it. Please, please, please don't do this. I have to. Sorry. I had to tell you. Kat didn't want you to know. She kept it to herself. All these years. But it ain't right, is it, Dad? What he did. You'd want to know, wouldn't you?
Is it true? Is it true?
Yes.
Don't you worry, I'll be thinking of you lot back here in the rain. We're not sitting on my balcony with Let go of me! Right, leave me! The next time I see you, I'll kill you! Do you hear me? I'll kill you!
You told him? Yeah. Stay away from me.
What brought it on, Harry? Do you know? Maybe I better go after him.
Looking like that?
Oh, right. Where's my gear?
Had you been arguing about something or what?
Well, Charlie had something to drink, you know.
You all have. No one else is ripping lumps out of each other. Yeah, I've never seen him let fly like that.
It was something upset him, didn't it?
Well, I told him 2 of his girls were having a ruck over at his place and he went to sort it out. It must have had something to do with that.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll go and get Lyndon, eh?
Yeah, all right, but don't drag him all into it. There's no point in ruining everyone's night, is there?
All right.
Yeah, Trace. Get him another brandy.
The only thing I want to say to you is that no matter what anyone says, no matter what's happened in the past, or what's going to happen from now on, I'm your dad. And nothing's going to change that. I'm going to go and have to talk to Kat now.
Come on, darling, your chariot awaits.
I really love you.
Do you reckon one of us should go with her?
Oi, look who's here. You're supposed to wait till your wedding night and shut...
What's wrong?
Why didn't you tell me?
How could I? He's your brother.
And what? You think I would take his side?
Ain't what I said.
What did you expect then?
Didn't think you'd believe me.
Don't be stupid. Why wouldn't I?
Mum didn't.
What?
I think it don't matter.
Are you telling me that Mum knew about this?
Not exactly.
Well, what then?
I told her he was touching me.
You told her that?
She didn't believe me.
Oh, no.
It's true.
You telling me that your mum stood by and let that happen?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? This is your mother we're talking about.
All I know is I told her and she said I was imagining it.
She would have told me.
Well, she obviously didn't, did she?
She wouldn't have kept something like that to herself. Not from me.
No, you're right. I lied. I didn't say a word. In fact, I quite liked your brother touching me up. Wouldn't want to spot it by telling anyone, would I?
Shut your filthy mouth!
Oh, that's it. It's not shut my mouth, it's shut my filthy mouth. That's how you see me, innit?
No.
Yes, it is. I could see it in your eyes. It's always been there. Ever since you found out I was pregnant. Oh, you've tried to hide it. Pretending it wasn't happening. But it's never gone away.
It's not true.
Yes, it is.
Well, yes, I was disappointed in you. Yes,
disappointed?
But you were pregnant at 13.
It wasn't my fault.
I know that now. And I would have known then if you hadn't have lied.
I told Mum.
So you say. But she wouldn't have kept that to herself. She worshipped you girls. She must have misunderstood what you were saying.
Yeah. Yeah, she must have.
There is no way she would have let anything like that go by. Not my Viv. No way.
No.
We're all going to have to sit down as a family and talk this through.
Can't you talk to me first?
We've all got to be strong for Zoe.
But what about me?
She's just a kid.
But I was 13 years old. And I had my uncle coming into my room at night and putting his hand under my covers. Can we talk about that first?
What he did was wrong. No one's saying it wasn't.
I don't want you to say it's wrong. I just want you to cuddle me. Like I wanted you to cuddle me then. Where were you, Dad?
I was there.
No, you weren't. I needed you so badly then. All I wanted was for you to sit me on your lap and say it didn't matter. And that you still loved me. And everything was going to be all right. But you didn't, did you, Dad? You just looked at me with disgust. Disgust and contempt. And if that wasn't enough, you took my baby off me.
We did what we thought was best.
Best for who? When I was little, I used to be too frightened to go to bed. Because the curtains used to make shadows on the wall. And then one night, it must have been about 6, you came into my room. And you opened my curtains. And you said to look at the moon, because there was a man in it. And whenever I can see the moon, nothing horrible would happen to me, because he'd look after me. I really believe that. I used to go to bed every night with my curtains open so I could see the man in the moon. They were open the night Harry come into my room. And I turned the other way because I couldn't believe what was happening to me. And I see the moon and I knew that you lied to me.
I am so sorry.
It's not too late, Dad. You can give me a cuddle now and I could be your little girl again. I still believe in him.
But the others are coming back now. Zoe's down there on her own. We would talk about it later, eh?
Yeah.
No.
Reckon we'll have us all to go over there, find out what's going on.
Well, you can count me out. Slater's on the warpipe. It's not a pretty sight.
What do you think, Phil?
Well, it's better get it sorted out tonight, isn't it? It's a wedding tomorrow. I don't want my mum getting dragged into all this.
Well, no, if you knew what it was all about, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, Harry's keeping me still.
Well, I've been laughing and joking all night.
Look, I'm going to go over there, try and clear the way. Bring him over in 5 minutes, will you?
What if he don't want to come?
Tell him anything. Just get him there.
And everybody knew this. Nobody thought to tell me! Your mum and dad did what they thought was best. We all did. Best for who, though?
Just stop it. This is not about any of us. It's about Kat and Zoe.
Oh, poor Zoe. One of us should go and sit with her.
She's in the front room.
You wait till I see Harry.
That won't help.
You'll help me, Dad.
What am I going to do, Mo?
Look, I don't want to intrude. What's Harry? Look, we don't know what went on, but, well, we all feel that you and he should have a chat, you know? Try and clear the air.
Where is he?
He's outside.
Girls, in the other room, and shut the door.
You're not going to talk to him.
Do as I said.
What is there to say to him?
He's my brother.
He's scum, and he can't have anything to say that's worth hearing.
I know. But maybe I need to hear it anyway.
He doesn't know about Zoe. We didn't find out she was pregnant until a long time after he'd gone.
Nobody comes out here. Understand?
Kat told you?
Yes.
She all right?
No! How could you do that?
You can't hate me as much as I hate myself.
Yes, I can. So come on, explain it to me.
I can't.
She was 13!
I know. And whatever you're thinking of doing, I'll take it. I won't lift a finger to stop you. It can't be any worse than I've made it for myself. I mean, look at me. Look what I've become.
You disgust me.
I disgust myself. And for what it's worth, my life ended that night. I've had 18 years of misery.
What do you want? Sympathy?
No. I just want you not to think this hasn't haunted me. Every day since I left here. I couldn't get married, couldn't have a decent relationship, lost the chance of having any kids.
You don't deserve them.
No.
Why did you come back?
I had to. I had to exorcise the ghosts. Otherwise, I would have gone insane.
I welcomed you with open arms.
I kept thinking I could start again. Perhaps even make my peace with Kat. Then Peggy come along. I hadn't bargained on that. What's going to happen now?
What's going to happen now is I'm going in the room there to see my family and try and repair some of the damage. As for you, the next time I see you, and I swear on Viv's grave, one of us will do time. You if I decide to tell the police, or me for murder. Either way, you're out of my life.
I'll leave first thing tomorrow.
You go now.
What about Peggy?
Not my problem.
I can't face her now.
Write her a letter.
A letter. That was always your speciality, wasn't it? Just one last one. Say what you want. I'll make sure she never finds me.
I'll do it for her.
I knew this moment would come.
Oh, you've not been disappointed then, have you?
Charlie. Goodbye.
Viv, no?
She warned me off. That's why I went to Spain.
Oh, you poor darling.
Whatever happens, you'll still be my little angel.
Yeah, of course you will. Everything will just be the same. It will. Just the same. Anything you want, anything you want me to do, I'll do it for you. We will still really love you, Sam, you know. No way. I don't feel like being like it was before. Still. I'll get you all the help you need. Anything you want, anything you want me to do, I'll do it for you. Cat loves you, don't you know? She does. I always think it's what Mum would have wanted.
You saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a lover. You saw me standing alone. What were you doing, Cat? Waiting till I had enough to lose. I was going to get married.
Bit old for you, isn't she?
You really hate me, don't you?
Ain't you? No. I just think you're a fat old perv.
You loved me once.
I love Father Christmas and all, but he didn't touch me up.
It wasn't just me. You were always going around in that little mini skirt.
That was my school uniform.
And the makeup.
I used to walk around in my mum's high heels when I was 3. Up for it then, was I? You see, you can't hurt me anymore, Harry. You can't make me believe that it was my fault. You got me pregnant. You know that, did you? The most beautiful little girl in the world she is. She's 17 now.
What's happened to her?
Mum and Dad brought her up as their own. Yeah, Zoe. And I've told her what you did. She hates you.
You bitch.
What? You mean I ain't your special little girl anymore?
Hello, darling. I'll leave you out, Ken. It's Cat Slater. You might catch something. Everyone's had a bit, mate. Yeah, damaged goods.
Come on then, boys. What do you want? One at a time or all at once?
Look at us.
No, she's not up there.
She must have gone out.
How was she the last time you saw her then?
Not good.
We'd better find her. Come on, Zoe, we've got to find Cat. Oh, no, come on, darling. We can't leave her out there on her own. Come on, baby.
I'll try the pub. You lot start checking around.
I'm going to try the cat.
Oh, she'll be all right. Where's my earring?
Cat, please. Wake up.
Go and phone an ambulance. Now! Tell them Turpin Road by the Arches. Oh, Cat. Come on, sweetheart. Come on, darling.
Ambulance. It's my sister.
Any luck?
Could be anywhere.
Why don't we try the tube?
Oh, shut in.
Yeah, but it's worth a try. Come on.
Will she be all right?
She'll be fine.
Why's she moving?
Go and stand in the road and wait for the ambulance. Zoe! Go and stand in the road and wait for the ambulance!
All right, mate.
Have you? Yeah. Go on then.
Right, do you know her name?
Yeah, Kathleen Slater.
Age?
31.
And you are?
I'm her dad. Look, her wrists are all cut.
Kathleen? Can you hear me?
It's all right, girls. Quiet.
Now, do you know how much she's had to drink?
No, but there was this, look.
Okay, is she taking anything else? Drugs?
No.
She's got any allergies?
No.
Right, so any medication?
No.
Right, now, do you know what happened?
She was at home. She was upset.
And you found her?
No, I didn't. Her sister did.
Oh, was she conscious?
Zoe? Zoe, was she moving?
Okay, mate. Right. We'll get her in. Do you want to come with us in the ambulance?
Yes, please.
Where are you taking her?
Wolford General.
Dad, we'll meet you there, yeah?
Yeah, all right.
Kathleen Slater, 31, found on street in Walford. Smells of alcohol. Both wrists cut, but superficial, we stem the flow. BP 100/60, pulse 98, we can't rouse her.
How much has she had to drink?
Found an empty litre bottle of scotch beside her. That's her father.
Mr. Slater, I'm afraid you'll have to wait outside. I'll tell you as soon as we know anything. Kathleen, can you hear me? OK, we've got a venous bleed. She's very flat. Might need tubing, so get Harris down here.
Oh, I see.
BP's dropping, 80/40, pulse 120.
Please tell me this is a matter of life and death. It's halfway through Cool Hand Luke.
She's flat as a pancake. Empty bottle of scotch next to her. GCS of 8. Slashed both wrists. Looks like superficial venous bleeding.
He's just said he could eat 50 eggs. What do you think, Doctor? Is that possible?
Fried or scrambled?
Boiled.
Stomach would burst like a balloon.
Possibly. Well, that would ruin the end of the film.
What do you want it to run over?
Running stat. Has she been like this since she got here?
Yeah.
Any drugs?
No, just the scotch.
I think if I was going to hack away at my wrists, I'd need a bottle of scotch first. Let's do a tox screen anyway. I prefer to save my surprises till Christmas.
Where do you want her?
Take her up to ICU, let her sleep off the booze, and then we'll review her again in the morning.
Right.
In the meantime, stitch her up nice and neat. Let's not leave her needing to wear long-sleeve jumpers next summer. She's a pretty girl. What do you think? Boyfriend dumped her? Unwanted pregnancy? Or just plain bored with the whole futility of it all? Parents?
Her father's in the waiting room.
You all right, Dad?
Still a nerd.
We couldn't get a cab anywhere.
Well, you're here now. You okay?
Have they told you anything yet?
No, they said they'd be out as soon as they know something.
She'll be all right, though, won't she, Dad?
Of course she will.
She'd never have left her on her own.
We weren't to know she was going to do anything stupid.
Mrs. Cat, remember?
Doctor, how is she?
She's still poorly, but we've got things under control. As you know, she had lacerations to both wrists, so we've stitched her up and given her some fluids.
So she's going to be all right?
She's stable now, and she's on her way to intensive care. She's been drinking, so she needs to sleep it off, and then we can review her in the morning.
Thank God.
She'll also need to be seen by a psychiatrist.
Why?
Your daughter slashed both wrists. I think she needs to talk to someone. I need to ask you, are you sure she hasn't been taking anything else?
Like what?
Drugs?
Cat would never touch drugs.
Is there a problem?
Well, we haven't been able to rouse her, but like I said, it's almost certainly due to the amount of alcohol she's drunk. Don't worry. We'll keep an eye on her. The best thing you can do now is go home. Call us in the morning.
One of us should call Belinda. You are joking. The state she was in.
Where is she?
Brought her into a cab. She's staying in a B&B in Hackney.
She should be told.
I'll do it.
Don't phone her. Go over there, Mum. Have you got the address?
Yeah.
Let's see if you can get in.
I'll knock 'em up if I have to. What do I tell her?
Eh?
Belinda. Do I tell her everything, or just that Kat's had an accident?
What do you think?
No sense in lying to her. Not now.
No.
There is another problem. That poor cow's supposed to be getting married in the morning. You better see what she wants to do.
Yeah, right. Sweetheart.
I know, Dad.
What do you want to do?
What can I do?
You can still go ahead if you want to.
How can I?
She'd understand.
It's supposed to be the happiest day of my life, Dad. It's hardly likely to be that now, is it? And I'd never forgive myself if anything happened to Cat.
Are you sure?
Oh, I've got to start phoning round people.
Hey, leave all that to me. I'll go over and see Gary. Are you sure that's what you want?
Yeah. Just tell him to work his way through the guest list, eh?
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Don't be. It's okay, honest.
I won't be long.
Neuro obs every 15 minutes through the night.
Hey!
Where did everyone go?
They're going out to get some kit, mate. They're all going to a wedding in about 7.5 hours' time.
Well, hold on, I ain't even finished my stag night yet.
Listen, much as I love you, I've got a gorgeous blonde wait for me upstairs, so if you wouldn't mind making yourself scarce.
I really love her, you know.
Who?
Marlene.
Who's that, a Chinese person?
No, Marlene.
Oh, right.
I didn't press it, you know.
What was he talking about?
No idea.
The button. I didn't press the button because I love her, because I think she's beautiful.
Oh, my head's thumping.
No, I've pressed the door. If it's old Bill, tell him it's a private party, yeah?
Oh, Charlie.
Is Gary there?
Yeah, I was just taking him home, mate.
All right, Chase. Just in time. You're round.
No, I'm sorry, son, but we've got a problem.
Yeah. Lynn's come to her senses and done a bunk.
No, it's Kat. She's in hospital.
You what?
I've just come from there now.
What's happening? You should have an accident or something.
Well, no, they're not sure yet. The girls are over there now. The thing is, Lynn said she can't go through with the wedding. Not with things as they are.
But I love her.
Look, I know it's late, but you're going to have to work your way through the guest list and tell as many as you can and finish the rest off tomorrow.
Yes, okay.
Right.
We'll do with it. You better get yourself back to the hospital.
Yeah.
And let us know if you hear anything, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but I love her.
Come on.
I love her.
Come on, then.
You all right, mate?
It's all my fault. I shouldn't have told Dad about Harry. Cat begged me not to.
You did what you thought was best.
Just couldn't bear the thought of them over there drinking together after what he'd done.
You can't blame yourself. We'd have probably all done the same.
Yeah, but if I hadn't, Cat wouldn't have argued with Dad. Wouldn't be here. You'd still be getting married tomorrow.
Don't matter.
It does.
Look, the night you've had, all you need to do is worry about yourself. And we're all here for you. You know that, don't you, darling?
I want you to be my sisters.
We are.
No, you ain't. I was really proud when we went out and that. With Slater's sisters.
We can still do that, can't we?
No, we can't. It'll never be how it was. Ever.
Sorry, I'm in. Just give her 5 minutes, eh?
Okay?
No.
Why don't you come back in?
In a minute. What time is it?
10 to 3. I know this must be eating away inside of you, but you've got to stay strong.
I'm trying. It's just... I can't get everything straight in my head. It's all jumbled up.
Of course it is. You know, when it comes down to it, all that really matters is that we all love you. Especially Kat.
Kat said something to me earlier. She'd always been a mum to me. Just didn't know.
That's why she was the one who was being so hard on you. She was just looking out for you.
Did you two talk about it?
Yeah. Sometimes. She loves you so much. It used to break her heart that she saw you unhappy. All she ever wanted to do was just put her arms round you and cuddle you.
She was so cold sometimes.
It's her way, innit? Don't let anyone in, that way she can't get hurt.
Except blokes.
No. All she ever did was what people expected of her. I watched her over the years. The more people disapproved, the shorter her skirts got. She was like, you know, okay, if that's what you think I am, that's what I'll be. But I tell you something, Zoe, she was always there for you, whether you knew it or not. And you've got to be there for her now. She deserves that.
I don't know if I can be.
Yes, you can. Come on, let's go in and see if we can see her, right? Come on.
Stu, look, I know you won't get this till the morning, but the wedding's off, so you might as well stick your whistle back in mothballs. I'll explain tomorrow. All right, bye. Who's next?
Here.
Right.
Get Harris. Cardiac arrest bed 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They're never going to let us in this time of night. Lights didn't stop us.
Watch your backs.
She's in BT, no output.
Rhythm check.
Checking.
Slugs back.
Not yet.
Go and check.
No pulse. Please, you have to leave.
Shock at 200.
What's going on? She's a sister. Charging 200. Somebody tell us something, please.
Someone please take them to the relatives' room. Clear. Again.
Charging 200.
Clear. Go on, let's shock again at 360. Get some adrenaline. Pills as well, whoopee. Get some sodium bicarb.
Charging 360.
Clear. Come on, sweetheart.
We've got a rhythm.
She got an output?
Yeah.
Breathing looks okay. Check her gases, run in the sodium bicarb and keep the pH above 7.5.
She's gonna be alright, yeah?
She's been taking pills. A lot of pills. She arrested, but we brought her back.
Look, you really can't stay here. We're not leaving her. We've got a family room right next door.
We're sorry. Can't find her anywhere. She must have gone home. Dad'll take care of her. Yeah.
Nah, I reckon I've had a right result, Baz. I mean, we can still go to that football do Saturday now, can't we? Well, she's going to be feeling well guilty, ain't she? I mean, I was jilted virtually. I mean, that must be worth some brownie points. Gutted? Yeah, I mean, of course I am, but I mean, every cloud's got a silver lining, ain't it? And I mean, I can have another stag night now, can't I? Yeah, a nice one. All right, yeah, well, I'll speak to you tomorrow. Yeah, bye.
Thanks, Bobby.
Charlie, what's going on? I got this letter. Harry said he's going back. He can't see me again.
I know.
Why? What's happened?
All I know is that he's gone and he won't be coming back.
You can't do that.
I'm so sorry, Peggy. I really mean that. But I've got to go. Kat's in hospital.
Kat?
Yeah, she'll be okay, but I need to be there.
Yeah, of course.
I know. He told me all about it.
Oh, it's horrible.
Have you heard any more?
She's still sleeping, but she seems all right.
Yeah.
Did you see Gary?
Yeah. Him and Mark are phoning as many as they can tonight and do the rest in the morning.
Was he really upset?
Mark's with him.
Poor Gary.
Where's Zoe?
I thought she was with you. She ran off. We thought she'd come home.
How long ago?
About 15:15.
Oh, must have dismissed her. I'll phone her and see if she's okay.
They said you can go in and see her. Do you want me to come with you?
Give us a minute on her own, eh? Do you mind? How did we get to this, eh? My little princess. Used to wake up every morning singing. You made me laugh every day. From the minute you woke up to the minute you went to bed. Forgotten that. You reminded me tonight when you said about the man in the moon. I'm sorry I lied to you. I didn't mean to. You see, you're so much like your mum. And that's why I think I took it so badly. I know you went to her. And I know what she did. I'm just sorry I didn't believe you. None of it was your fault, was it? You didn't let me down. It was me who let you down. And I'm not clever enough to find the words to say how sorry I am about all that. But I'll tell you this. I'll never let you down again. Never.